Hi, Jim here, and you're listening to the Honest Filmmaker podcast. Now, this week I've got a special guest, which is Justin Milton. I spoke to Justin over 12 months ago. We had a really interesting chat, and I invited Justin back on because his episode was one of the most popular episodes I've done, and it was called How to Make a Profitable Low-Budget Movie on Tubi. So I'm interested to chat to Justin, find out if anything's changed over those last 12 months, and see how he's getting on. Hi, Justin. Thanks for joining me.
How you doing, Jim? You doing good?
All good here. So tell me, what have you been up to over the past year?
Filming. I filmed two feature films. One's called Becky 2, Blood Tears, and the other one is called Trouble. Both of them are thrillers.
Both of them are thrillers.
Mhm.
And I remember when we chatted last time, you kind of work in a specific thriller genre, but also they've got to have certain key elements. Is that the same for both of those two movies?
Yes. So usually with my thrillers, I have a bit of comedy somewhat in it, and it goes drama, too. So for Becky 2, Blood Tears, that's about a 2-hour film. Usually I don't have it too long, but because I'm trying to connect what happened in the first Becky to the second one, so it's a little bit longer than the average hour and a half movie. So like Trouble is a hour and a half. Typically my movies be about an hour and a half, you know what I'm saying? But Becky is a little bit Becky 2 is a little bit longer. So we filmed that in February, I believe. I think February, for like 10 days. Then we filmed Trouble a few months later for like 7 days. So that was very challenging, filming like 70, 80 pages in 7 days. Usually I don't do that, but it was challenging, but we made it work.
Right. So what made you do that in 7 days?
The budget. The budget.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So I filmed more pages. I filmed more pages than usual. I try like to do around 6, 7 pages a day.
Mm-hmm.
I would do like around 8, 9, 10 pages a day. So that was very, very challenging. Plus we had a bunch of locations. So I broke my own rules. You should never film a bunch of locations in that short of days. So I broke my own rules. My cast and crew wasn't very happy with me about that because we had a bunch of company moves. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
we'll do like 2 or 3 scenes, then pack up, and then move somewhere else, shoot, for a scene or two, go somewhere else. That was very nerve wracking. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again.
Never do it
So,
again. Yeah.
no, sir. So the rule is try to film one location a day, maybe 2 at most. You don't want to shoot me more than 2, but I was doing like 3, and I was being very, very aggressive. So the movie came out good, came out great actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
very, very, very happy with the end product of the film. But I put my crew and my cast through like hell, and you don't want to do that. So take your time, filmmakers. Don't rush it. I try to kind of push the envelope a little bit, but don't do that. If you're gonna film for like 7 days, make it a smooth 7 days. Make it so if you're gonna shoot, a 60-page script, try to shoot 9, 10 pages a day, but in one location. Don't do like me and try to do 3 in one location. It was hell. So, but Becky was a bit better. You know what I'm saying? But but you learn a lot though. You learn a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, the temptation, I guess, I've done that myself, can be that if you're used to making films, you think, oh, we can fit all this into 7 days. And
Mhm.
if we do it in 7 days, like you say, you'll save a lot of money. But yeah, I can imagine changing locations lots can be punishing, and you're starting from scratch every time you move, aren't you?
Yeah,
So so are either those films released yet, or are they in the pipeline waiting to come out?
they're in the pipeline right now. So Urban Flicks TV, they have Becky too. So it's coming out with them um, either at the end of 25 or the beginning of 26. You're
Hmm.
probably on a Tubi or something, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
usually like Amazon and then Tubi. So I'm thinking because you don't really know what Amazon or Tubi gonna do. So they can do it in November, December, January. You kind of don't know. I'm hoping before the end of the year. Same way with Trouble. It's going to be towards the end of the year. So I filmed both of them very fast, back to back. Challenging but good experience. You know what I'm saying. So, but hopefully it comes out on Tubi and Amazon in November, December of this year. Hmm.
Right. Wow. And shooting two back to back, that is ambitious. And do you mind me asking, did the company, so I'm assuming Becky 1 did well enough for you to warrant you doing a second one.
Hmm.
So did the company you're with fund Becky 2, or have you funded it knowing that it's potentially going to make some good money?
They funded Becky too. It
Mm,
did very, very well. I'm not used to having funding. You know what I'm saying? I usually it was all me. So
mm,
it was a very smooth transition, very, very relaxing. They were very, very supportive. Um, Urban Flicks was great. So they loved the film too. So part one went viral.
mm,
So much where there are several films on Tubi trying to replicate, Becky, which is great. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So um, did very, very well. You know what I'm saying? So two is going to do even better, I believe.
yeah.
Two is better than one. It was is more action, is better writing, um, more characters, is a better script to me. So if you like part one of if like Becky 1, you gonna love Becky 2. So check it out.
Love Becky 2.
Hmm.
And Becky 1 went viral, real hit on Tubi, those sorts of platforms.
Hmm.
Remind me, how did that happen? Was that you promoting it, or did that kind of happen on its own?
I mean, I always promote my movies, but it happened on its own.
Mm,
Because it's a very unique film. You don't see too many thrillers that have a attractive white young woman trying to pursue, or she's obsessed with an attractive black male um, that's married in a movie. It's not very, very common. What I'm saying, to
mm,
see that. So I kind of played on the black white thing or whatever, which people was always fascinated about. So so the movie went viral with no like superstars in the film. We have very good actors in the film. You know what I'm saying? Larissa Daly, Marvin, Young, Flo Peters. So great people in the movie. So I mean, Tubi is all about driving in the story, having a good production and a very strong story. Don't you have a very strong story, very strong production? You don't really need like a big time actor because it'll catch fire. Word of mouth is so powerful. You don't
mm,
it's so powerful. You don't need because you don't need a star because people will say all the time, "Hey, this movie was bad. Hey guys, don't watch this movie. It was horrible." But it is way more effective if you have someone saying, "Hey guys, I saw this film called Becky. Check it out. It's great."
mm,
That's great for um, marketing that you'll have. That's great for marketing. You don't have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you have a great product, a great sound, great actors, great lighting, you don't need to spend the extra money on names. You just gotta concentrate on saving money and writing the best script you can possibly have.
Yeah, agreed.
Mhm.
And did you? So I'm trying to cast my mind back 12 months ago. I think at that time you were maybe considering, or maybe you have released the film self-distribution. Have you done that since, or have you still always gone via some sort of aggregator?
Yeah, so with I did a film last year called Twisted Sister. I went through Film Hub.
Yeah.
One of the best experiences I ever had in film.
Right. Okay, that's good to hear.
If
Yeah. Yeah.
you're a filmmaker, get your movie on Film Hub, bro. Straight up.
Mm,
You're gonna get 80-20, split. It's up to you to promote your film, but you see where you will every Wednesday. I get paid, and I'll see how and where my money is made. If it's in the U.S., if it's on Tubi, if it's on Amazon, I'll see exactly where it was made. So I
mm,
mean, other distributors also will tell you where it was made. Film Hub will show you where it was made, and I get paid once after 4 months. You get paid once a month. So I get paid
mm,
once a month around the 27th. So I should get getting paid probably tomorrow, Friday, somewhere around there. But I see 3 months ahead of time what I'll be earning each month. So I already know what I'll be getting on Friday or whatever or Thursday. So
mm,
that's the best thing about going through Film Hub is is to see what you're going to be making 3 months ahead of time. So if you want to go, I mean, going through other companies, I mean, I always this is my fourth uh, 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 um, distributor going through fourth one. I always advocate on trying different ones out. So
mm.
far, I love Film Hub. So I'm not saying
Yeah.
I ain't saying don't go somewhere else, but I'm saying Film Hub is where it is. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. 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 So the other film, not Becky 2, I'm assuming that will be going via Film Hub.
Trouble. No, that's Trouble's going to Maverick Entertainment. I
Right.
went
Okay.
through I went through Maverick because they're a very reputable distributor,
Hmm.
and we talked about where the film could go, and they have plans for the film. So I can't really say what it is, but they made me a very good offer. I couldn't refuse it. So uh, you know, but they have plans for the film to go far.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I was all ears. But I do enough films where I like to experiment. I never put
Mm.
all my eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? So I got a film right now on Film Hub called Twisted Sister and Friend Zone. That's a comedy. Friends
Hmm.
Friends on Holiday. Check it out on Tubi right now. Um,
And yeah, with those Film Hub ones, just to give people an idea, uh, do you, without giving away numbers, because people don't like to give away numbers, how much do you think somebody could earn from a micro low budget film, say a month? And have you noticed with your sales, or with your streams and the amount you make, is it big on first month and then slowly decreases, or does it go up? How does your kind of curve work?
for me, I'm gonna talk about me. For me,
Mm,
the first 3-4 months very well. You're gonna receive most of your money the first 4 months. Then after the
mhm,
fourth month, is going to be a steep decline. On Because everybody's seen your film. Everybody's seen your film now. It was up to you to still market your film every week, every other day, every week, every month, or whatever. So your film, so you'll still earn money. So one week, I said, let me see what happens if I don't promote my movie on any social media. I
mm,
made like damn near no money at all that week. Like no money. I was like, so
mm,
I didn't promote nowhere. I didn't promote on Facebook. I didn't promote on IG. I didn't promote nowhere. Made like no money. The
mm,
following, I said, okay. Following week, I promoted on IG. I promoted it on Facebook. I text my friends. I had my actors text their friends. I have more, but all for free. I never paid for any really ads or whatever. I made about a G or two that week,
Yeah.
just by promoting. So it's all
Wow.
about promotion. It's all about promotion because every week Tubi gets a new audience. I knew somebody new every week discovers Tubi. Like it's so. But I had a friend yesterday. I had a movie out for a whole 2 years. She never seen a movie that I did years ago. She finally watched it yesterday. So oh, it was good. Well, thank you. It's been 2 years, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so grateful. you know.
Yeah.
So, but she saw my post. She saw my post and said, "Oh, let me check out this movie I ain't never seen before." So, you got to keep posting your movies. I don't do it every day. Maybe every few days I may post a new movie. I mean, I've had like 10 movies, so I post a new
Mm.
movie every other day, and eventually somebody's gonna watch it. Somebody's like, "Okay, let me watch this movie." He always be posting about. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm heavy in the Tubi groups, heavy in that,
Yeah.
heavy in that. But you know, the algorithm is very very strong. So if you watch
Mm.
one of my movies on Tubi, most likely when I do another movie, Tubi will send you that movie to watch first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like YouTube. It's like the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch
Yeah.
my movies, you're gonna be sent a movie again. So, but the key is to keep making good movies, so you can keep telling your friends to watch it. Do not make a volume of movies thinking you're gonna make money, because no, because if it's trash, someone can say, "Nah, man, it's trash, man." Oh, for real? Okay, and then you watch it at all. So the key is to put out good content off as you can.
Yeah, agreed. And I'd say those I've found those Tubi groups super useful, and
Mhm.
there's lots of them, and they've got lots of members. I mean, I put a post up of a film I've got out, a kind of re-released film called Bane,
Mhm.
on a Tubi group, and I just put a post up, and instantly it was like 62 shares just on that image
Okay.
because those people want to share that film through the group and chat about it. So I would say Facebook Tubi groups really, really good. Definitely
Mhm.
agree with that.
Definitely.
Um, have you noticed any? So, because you're using Film Hub as well, are there any other platforms that you've noticed have made significant money, or is it still all about the Tubi game for you?
It's all about Tubi, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's all about Tubi. If you can get on a BET or Hulu, a all black, that's great.
Mm,
Um, but when I talk to filmmakers that's been doing this for a while, they rather go through Tubi than BT, because they say you have a more of an opportunity to make more money on Tubi, because it's like direct. You're going right. You're going directly to the consumer with Tubi. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, if you go through or to a BET, BETs will want to buy your movie from you. They're gonna say,
mm,
"Hey, Jim, we want to give you, you know, a 100 grand for your movie." But
mm.
that's it. That's it. But on Tubi, you can make that you make as much as you can, as as often as you can. You know what I'm saying? So you is I mean, you want to be on a network, so the people can see your film, like, broadly, like, because if you want the money, you go through Tubi. If you want the status, you go to PT. That's how I kind of put it. You want
Yeah.
Lifetime, you want MTV, you want BET, you want go through, you want Netflix. That's all status. That's
Mm,
status. You make it you are capped out of what you can make. Somebody tells me they did very well on Tubi, I'm all ears. That means that means you're about your business. You're about that. You're not about the all that status or whatever. You about that business. So you tell me you're on BT. Okay, that's great. You made to me. You made 400 grand, 300 grand max, 200 grand max. But Tubi, it's unlimited. It's unlimited because you could have a good year this year, a bad year next year, but the year after that, you rebrand your movie, new poster, a new trailer, and bam, you knew again. You know what I'm saying? It's up to
Yeah,
you. It's up to you.
yeah,
So you do some gym shows. Come on gym show, do a couple of interviews, and bam, you're new again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely. And I've found we got the rights back to a bunch of our older films that would, like 10 years old, went out through traditional distribution.
Hmm.
And it really pleases me to see them on a platform where people can watch them for free. There is money coming in, and I can promote it and I can kind of be proud of it. And I can also, the other thing, I guess, with Tubi, that's a really big advantage is you're in control of the artwork, the way the film's presented. And if you do sell it to someone else, they can do their own artwork. They can completely mislead people as to what the project's about, what it looks like, which would then lead them to slag you off and say the film's bad because it doesn't deliver. So having that control is really good. Um, is there anything you think Biggs, or is there any sort of things you've noticed that have changed over the last year?
Hmm. Tubi is being more strict on their on what movies they going to accept. I've heard they've been like purging other movies. Um, a few of my filmmaker friends, their movies was not accepted by Tubi because of
Hmm.
sex scenes, or it just wasn't good enough of a production, and they was stunned by that because they never got rejected before. So they spent $20,000, $10,000 on a film, and you got to recover that money from Amazon. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. You may get a few G's from Amazon, but most of your money gonna come from Tubi because it's free. It's free. So from what I've seen, Tubi is the biggest thing. BET is undergoing a acquisition. They're still in transition right now. So they won't be taking any films right now. So if you're doing a urban film, right now, they're not taking anything right now. So but you go through All Black and give that a try. But if you are a urban filmmaker, your best bet is to try to make a very good low budget film and get it on Tubi, and make sure it is the best product you can do. Right now, I'm seeing that, like, I like writing thrillers. It's a big money maker, but for me, I'm going to pivot um, a little bit because it's being a bit over saturated right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a different route, and you'll see what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, come in your months or whatever. So it's all about, you can't always go with the flow. You gotta do your own thing. You gotta stand out. So
Mm.
I did a thriller called The Only Child, and you don't usually see a child that is the serial killer of the movie.
Mm.
So that movie is my best performing movie to date. It
Wow.
made more than all my movies combined
Really?
in just
Crikey.
6 months. In just
Mm.
6 months, it's doing incredible. Because I went outside the box. I hired a trained dog. He was $1,000 a day. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I just wrote a unique script, shot it in like 9 days, 10 days. It wasn't too much money, like about 30 grand, 35 grand for the movie. But it was unique and it did very, very well. And I'm doing a part two next year. But I'm saying that, but I'm going to start pivoting towards other genres. I'm still doing thriller too, but not as much as I do now because right now it's oversaturated, and I think the public wants to see something different. Also,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's where I'm going with it.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'll be interested to see what you come out with next.
Hmm.
So I was just going to finish with obviously I've got your, I think I got your motto on the last episode. So what I wondered was, what's the best piece of advice you've been given about filmmaking?
Wow, the best. Um, when I started in the game, people gave me a generic answer about just work hard, just put your head down. When I say, hey man, how do I get financing? Just pray. And I'll be like, I'm gonna pray too, but give me the juice. What do I need to succeed, man? So I'm gonna tell people this. You need to go get this book right here, Turning 6,000 into Six Figures in 6 months by Justin Milton. Get that on Amazon. You can get that on, just go to Amazon or go to justinmilton.com and you can get that book and watch my films there. But mostly I would say network with others. If you start into the game, read that book, PA on other people's sets. Ask questions after filming. Don't ask questions during filming.
Yeah.
Don't say, man, what lens is that? What side? No, just be quiet, look, listen, and just be a PA and just be very accessible. Excuse me. If you want to learn, just soak up all the game. Be available for free. I spent the first 2 years of filmmaking being available, learning, asking questions, reading, watching YouTube, and just then I didn't go to film school. I just learned by asking questions, watching YouTube, reading books. So if you really want to uh, if you want to write and direct or whatever and do your own films, I'm more like that, but if you want to like be a DP or a sound guy, then you may have to go a different route. Still seek out the information, still read books, still watch YouTube on how to do, good audio work for movies, if that's where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? But just look on the internet, man. Look on the internet on how to write, how to produce, how. But if you like me and you want to write, direct your own movies, get that book. If you want to do it, I had so many friends, including me, write what you could produce. If you got your mom's house, your house, write to that. I have a friend that's in Dallas. He hasn't did a movie yet because he has like 20 scripts, sci-fi things he can't even afford to do. So I tell him all the time, hey, write those scripts, but write something that you can do right now. He hasn't did it yet. You know what I'm saying? So he's still writing scripts, still working his other job, and he said somebody's going to fund this movie. I'm like, who? Who do you know? Because but hey man, just keep praying and put your head down. Cool. But I'm saying God wants you to have action. God wants you to have action. So, so I just say, network. If you want to learn, you better get on your Facebook groups and just inbox writers, directors that you see their movies. You watch Tubi all day, you watch Amazon all day, go on Netflix, see a movie that you like, look up that person on IMDb, email that writer director, ask some questions. On like a weekly basis, I answer DMs all the time about writing, about directing. I don't even know these people, but I thank them for they see me on your YouTube, on your you know what I'm saying. So they see, so they say, yeah man, I saw you in that interview with the on Filmmaker, and they ask questions all the time. So I answer all the questions. I never not answer no questions. So inbox me. inbox me. Find me on Facebook. Find me on IG. My name is Justin Milton. So just find me. Ask me questions if you want, something, learn something, whatever. I do this job full time. You know what I'm saying? It took me like 10 years, but I didn't know anything. Well, what I'm telling you now, guys, is you can do this. Your film, you can be a full time filmmaker in a short amount of time if you follow these steps in this book. So
The book, yeah.
Give it a read, guys. Give it a read, and yes, sir.
Well, I will leave a link to that book in the description for this, and I would also say if anyone wants to know more about Justin, check out the episode "How to Make a Profitable Low Budget Movie" on Tubi, because there's some great tips in that one. But apart from that, it's just left for me to say thanks for coming on, Justin, and I look forward to seeing and chatting to you in a year from now and seeing what this pivot has led to.
Me too, man. Anytime, Jim. So hey, guys, check out Twisted Sister, Only Child right now. Thank you, guys.
I hope that was useful. If you're interested in learning more about micro and low budget film production, I suggest you check out How to Make an Indie Feature for $10,000 with Sean and Taylor King. They've pretty much got their own little production company and studio set up and make a film every year, get them out there and actually make profit on them. So it's a really interesting chat. See you on the next one.